The Sanctuary hasn't seen someone as fresh-faced as you in a long time. Quite the sight, I must say. I suppose you've got important business that brought you down here, eh? Don't worry, I won't ask what it is. I'm not the prying kind. Truth be told, I'd rather not know. I was once part of some important business. And, well, you can see how that turned out. Yes, forgive me. My name's O'Neill, and this is my humble little camp. I've tried to recreate the workshop I remember from my days on the surface, and I did what I could. But you won't find the comforts of a proper forge here. Resources are scarce. Just what I've managed to salvage from the shipwrecks. Anyway, if you'd like to work on your weapon, feel free to use my tools. They're all yours. I wouldn't call myself a craftsman. More of a collector who sometimes needs to fix a thing or two. I like gathering old trinkets, relics from the world above. You know, the surface. Of course, I won't turn down a pearl necklace or a coral ring, either. If you've got something like that, perhaps we can trade. As for this place, it may not look very welcoming, but I have my piece. Folks around here tend to avoid the area near the barnacles. The barnacles, speaking of lies, they watch with their many eyes, tracking every move. Though they're mostly harmless to us. Still, that doesn't mean they aren't dangerous. The people of nearby Tumbo are tested there. If their knowledge is false, well, they say lies bring death. I don't know how much truth there is to that. Maybe it's just a tale. I've never gone there myself, out of respect for the Tumbo folk. It seems to be a sacred place for them. Actually, yes. If you find any bottles with letters inside, bring them my way. Those are the true gems of my collection. Letters sealed in glass, remnants of lives long forgotten. We'll see if it holds anything of value. Well, whatever's inside. You've earned this. Please, take it. Well, I suppose there's no harm in telling you the truth. It's about memory. My memory, Toplander. Those of us who survived the sinking of the Sarras. Each of us paid a price. I lost most of mine. Not enough to be unaware of it. Just enough to know something's missing. You can't imagine the emptiness it leaves behind. It's unbearable, you know? To exist, yet to not truly be yourself. It's hard to put into words. Exactly. It's a terrifying thought, isn't it? Well, no use pitying myself. I just hope the letters will help. That they'll unlock something that's still locked away. Memories sealed in bottles. Some reach for the bottle to forget. I look into mine to remember. Here, take this. As far as I can recall, it was once given to me by a red priest. I think the talk we had long ago brought me some peace. Maybe it will bring you some too. I've no more use for it now. I don't go there often, though I believe the people of Tumbo and I share something in common. They are collectors as well, but they collect knowledge. From what I've gathered, they see it as a measure of their worth. They seek it in all things, in every possible way, hoping to please Urkel and earn their place in the archive. But why would they want that? What do they plan to do with such vast knowledge, supposedly kept there? I haven't the slightest idea. Make yourself at home among my collection. You know where to find.
Child of the surface, welcome. Nice hat.
Ready to get this? You wouldn't believe the bloody carnage a few scions can wreak if they're left unattended. Why, excuse you, I used to be the best musician among sailors and the best sailor among musicians. I've always had a knack for instruments. I even knew how to play the harp. I like to think it was because my mother went off with some bard. Not that she ever told me. All I ever heard about my father was that he was good for nothing, so he may as well have been a bard. Live as long as I have, and there's not much left to fear. I survived my ship going down. Twice. I'll survive whatever you end up unleashing. Or not. The future will happen the way it wants, no matter what you plan. Oh, he's a big, vicious bastard who hates having his time wasted. You can count on one hand the folk who don't annoy him on sight, so prepare for the worst. He fights to kill, and he fights dirty. Do what you must to stay alive. That's all I've got for you. Stop dithering and let's get on with it.
I'm... When you...
As different as they are, there's a great deal of humanity in them, although some of it ugly. Pettiness, selfishness, arrogance. And yet it's more peaceful than anything I've seen on Avalon or in the homelands. They're bound by a single purpose, one that unites them as much as it divides them. A community built around one goal. I find that admirable. There are times when lies are necessary, but you're right. They make a foundation that crumbles too easily. I wonder what would happen if the people here learned the truth. I'm afraid it would break them in ways that couldn't be mended. Your faith in people is admirable, my friend, if a tad naive. And yet I wish what you're saying could be true. I'm tired of looking at ruins. We have to hope something better can be built on them.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. A faithful. A live one at that. Not scaly, not fin-bled or reef-bound. Oh, you don't have an ugly mug like one of the scions of the depths. Truth be told, you're quite pretty, aren't you? Damn. I mean, welcome to the First Church of the wonderful Congregation of the Saving World of the Prophet Above the Roots. I'm so glad to have you here, First of the Faithful. I'm Magdalene. Yes. A church. Of the Prophet, I think. I hope I haven't garbled it. I'm still so new to this. There weren't many useful instructions in that coffer. Only a strangely written handbook. The Bible of the Red Church, I think it was called. There was also some historical books and a few prayers. I'm glad the prophet chose red. I like that color. The Red Church sounds really good, but I've decided I won't use the ready-made name that fell into my fins. You need to prove yourself in a church, right? Oh, the coffer was sent to me by the prophet. Well, that's how churches work, don't they? You raise your hands upwards and then you believe really, really hard. And there it is. One day we find the goodness sent to us by the prophet. And that goodness, it gives our lives purpose. That's what happened to me, at least. The Ulcerate is not the nicest place to live, you know? I was always alone there. But I believed one day something good would happen. And it did. I was summoned by Lady Prophet Kai and became what do you call it? A priest. Oh dear, you're so sweet. Well, if I'd known you were coming today, I'd have tidied up a little. The altar's a bit dusty and my things are all lying around. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm sorry, Faithful. I swear it doesn't always look like this. It's just no one's been here for quite a while. Well, truth be told, there was no one here apart from Boz. Ever. Oh, right, Boz. Do you know her? Well, she lives in the nearby village, Tumbo. You two should get along. Boz is great. Really? Oh, I bet you weren't bored. Boz always has the best ideas for adventures. We're from the same litter in the Ulcerate. You could say we're sisters, in a way, even though she hatched from a different egg. My true brothers and sisters were eaten by the Scions of the Depths. It happens sometimes. I know, but I thought about it for so long and I just couldn't decide. At first, I thought the First Church would be a good name, because we don't have anything like that here in Sarras. And then I thought, no, it will be the Wonderful Congregation, because we don't have that in Sarras either. But it felt silly not to mention what the church is about, so I added the saving word of the prophet above the roots. To be clear, in the end all three sounded fine, so I just combined them. But since you think it's too long and not very catchy, the First Church, saving, roots, you're right. It is a lot of words. And truth be told, I don't even understand some of them. Oh, yes! I didn't think of that. Neat. That's such a good term. The Wonderful Congregation seems to best reflect what this place is meant to be. Even though there are only two of us, so it's not much of a congregation, but we're both wonderful. Yes. Anyway, there you have it. The Wonderful Congregation. You know, I'm really excited. My first Faithful. A new name. It's like a new beginning. Oh yes, quite a lot actually. In the prayers and handbooks, there's a lot about a plague. That the plague will come and eat us all or something. But I don't know about any plague, and I don't see why it should come for me. What does it want from me? I don't have anything of value. It should mind its own gills, or nose, or whatever it has. I'm so sorry. Back in the Ulcerate, we'd get sick sometimes. Usually it was brought by tadpoles or young Finbleds that escaped to Sarras for a moment. Sir Apps and his helpers always got really mad when that happened. Sometimes it was just stupid parasites, but other times, entire eggs would die. My Red Church will protect and cure those who come here in need. Thank you, faithful. Sometimes, even a shepherd can learn something from her flock. It was cold and dark, dampness and slime everywhere. The ones who hatched close to Sarras had it best. Boz and I hatched deep in the Ulcerate. Older Finbleds and tadpoles often sneaked in there. They bullied the weak. The tadpoles, well, they were the worst. Sometimes they even ate some of us. Usually, they grew into the scions of the depths. They're insatiable. Not when it comes to hunger, but entertainment. That's what the hunt is for them. Not at the beginning. When we're big enough, Sir Apps and the Casas decide who to let out into the world. But some of us choose to escape. The rest stay in the Ulcerate, waiting to be let out, or searching for a chance to run. Me? I escaped. Boz had been let out a moment earlier. We agreed she'd wait for me, and she did. Together, we wandered to Tumbo. It's easier for Finbleds to live in groups. It's better together. We start a church, or we collect knowledge, like Boz. And sometimes we turn feral. Most of the Finbleds end that way. They get hungry and it makes them stupid. But it's not their fault. It's just how it is. Usually I read the Prophet's word and try to listen to what's inside me. That's what the handbooks tell me to do. It's very hard, listening to what's inside you. Sometimes, when I focus too much, I start hearing my heartbeat and get anxious that I'm going to die. It's the same when I breathe in too much bulb fume. If I ever heard voices speaking to me, I'd keel over for sure. Apart from that, I knit and sometimes make trinkets. Everything for the Prophet. Searching for salvation in the Word. Oh, I'd love that. That sounds like something you'd do in a church. I'd love to see what you have for exchange. Yes. But that doesn't bother me. There is a right time for everything. Even for Boz to find a moment to spare for me. She's just very busy right now. She needs to gather knowledge, like everyone in Tumbo. Oh well, I don't think they really understand me, you know? They've decided I don't fit in. I don't have enough knowledge, and I doubt I ever will. And I understand them. You don't need to fit in everywhere, do you? Truth be told, I got used to not having my own place. But I'm here now, in my church, my very own place. And you are here too! Ha! It's really amazing. I'm not alone. May the Prophet watch over our exchange. faithful. May you...
Come now, my friend. There's no need for bitterness. You must admit, Lady Magdalene's congregation differs greatly from what you knew in Avalon. I find it amusing. It may be the first time a doctrine has been twisted so wildly and produced something kind.
Toplander, you have seized the Guardian's power. My gate now stands open before you.
Aha! A rival approaches. If you're here to save the princess, turn back. We saw her first.
But we haven't seen her yet, remember? Because we're too scared to go in.
Hush, you crustacean. I told you already. If you're scared, you can leave. I will stay and save the princess. And then I'll marry her.
But you haven't gone in either. And I want to marry the princess too.
You don't even know the meaning of the word. You're just a Finbled. And you, what are you still doing here? Well, of course I know. You wish to challenge my knowledge, Toplander? Very well. To marry someone is to give yourself into the eternal service of the one who rescued you. For the princess said to the knight, "You saved my life, therefore I shall marry you." So it means she incurred a life debt and must repay it with her existence.
Really? That's what it means? But what will I do with a princess? I don't even know what they eat. Oh, thank Abyssodontis.
What? You... I know what you're trying to do. You think just because you're a Toplander I'll believe every word you say? It's obvious you're lying, because you want the princess for yourself. But I'm not going to fall for that. A princess is the daughter of a king who rules a faraway land. And I am her knight in, well, not very shining armor.
Oi, I am a knight too. I have armor, and I brought a gift for her.
What? He swore he didn't tell anyone else about the gifts. That shellhead. Anyway, I'm Bruno the Wise, and the Finbled insists on being called Bruno the Bold. Ugh. Children, I beg your pardon. This is knowledge of the highest order, bestowed upon us by Hiss. We paid a good price for it.
Well, an outrageous price, truth be told. But it's all true. Hence why we are here.
Damned Hiss. Yes, it turns out we both brought gifts. Hiss said it was customary. But I'm not saying anything else. Oh no, certainly not in front of the Finbled. What all princesses do, of course. She's being held captive in a cave.
A tower.
A tower that's in a cave, and she's waiting for a valiant knight to rescue her. If you go inside and listen, you can hear her calling for help.
And it's very, very creepy. I wouldn't say what she's doing is calling for help. More like wailing. She sounds terrified, in pain. Like a shoal of floatlings torn apart by the scion of the depths.
Oh, really? Well, why not? You can forge a path for me. Weaken the enemies a bit. But I doubt the princess would want to be rescued by the likes of you. Or who knows, maybe I'll rescue her from you. We'll see how it goes. Greetings, traveler of the surface. Everyone knows there is someone trapped in there. Always has been. It's just that everyone lacked the knowledge to figure out it's an actual princess just waiting for her rescuer. Well, until a brave knight named Bruno the Wise came along. Obviously, magic is involved. There always is in such cases. I can't believe I need to explain such basic concepts to a toplander. Are you trying to insult me or compliment me? Oh, then I suppose I should thank you for your knowledge. Even though it's partial at best. He's a Finbled. That should tell you everything. They're simple, cowardly creatures. His story must have awakened some buried ambition in him. We do come from the same father, after all. But he'll turn tail the moment things get dangerous, I'm sure of it. Yes, a courting gift, Hiss called it. I'm not entirely sure what it's for. Maybe to sway the princess if she doesn't want to be rescued. But, well, I have one. That's what counts. A wreath made of the sturdiest, most beautiful coral. A crown fit for a princess, bestowed upon her by her brave knight. What? Oh, no. Maybe the Finbled would fall for a trick like that, but not me. If you really want it, you'll have to challenge me to a duel. The outcome will prove which one of us is truly worthy of rescuing the princess. Then you're not getting my gift. But if you change your mind, I'll be ready. Unless, of course, the princess is already mine by then. Bold enough to approach I accept. You beat me. It was a fair fight. If I couldn't even defeat you, how could I ever hope to rescue a princess? I've been foolish, unworthy of my title. Here, take the wreath, and take my place as her knight.
Oh, you came to talk to me. I wasn't expecting that. He's a wreath-bound, and not half as wise as he wants everyone to think. I remember him from the Ulcerate. The others used to laugh at him behind his back. Just between us, he shouldn't even be here. He ran away. Sir Apps never thought he was fit to leave the Ulcerate. It's the name of the knight from his story. I liked how it sounded. Guess the Reefbound did too. Seems we're more alike than he'd ever want to admit. Yup. I might not be wise, but I'm not stupid. Not when it counts, anyway. I know how to survive, and that's what matters. Though, I'd like to become something more. That's why I'm here. I do. And to tell you the truth, Hiss didn't tell me anything about gifts. I just thought it would be a nice thing to do, you know? I want the princess to like me. And everyone likes gifts, don't they? Oh, it's nothing fancy. Just a conch I found. It whispers the secrets of the sea. It's really calming. And judging by the sounds coming from that cave, she'll need that. I even made it into a necklace. Princesses like jewelry, don't they? But I have armor and everything. What else does a knight need? I was hatched from an egg straight into the Ulcerate. Nothing noble about that place. Is there another way? A king? But we don't have any kings here in Sarras. You're King Arthur? Really? I'd love to be one of your knights. I'm not very brave, but I try. I'm not very wise either. But I'm loyal, and I really want to rescue a princess. Will you knight me? But the most precious thing I have is the conch, and I was saving it for the princess. You're right. I can always find another one. So, can we do it now? I, Bruno the Bold, I already forgot the rest. But I swear to all of it. Whatever it was. Thank you, your majesticness. I swear I won't let you down. Oh, here. Your conch. I hope it whispers nice things to you too.
It's gone quiet. So strange. I feel lighter somehow. But where's the princess?
Did you rescue her? Or is she dead?
Are you sure? Oh, and here I thought I discovered something special. Serves me right for believing Hiss's lies.
I don't mind. I wouldn't know what to do with the princess anyway. At least the cave stopped wailing.
That's good to know. At least this whole thing hasn't been a complete waste of time. If you say so, then perhaps I should keep being Bruno the Wise. Maybe I'll look for other ways to use my knighthood.
We could both become wandering knights. Perhaps we'll even find a princess one day, as long as we know it's not the most important thing.
Thank you, Toplander, for taking up this mission. It's been an honor to meet you.
You are a Toplander. My word, you must be quite a sensation in Tumbo. Be careful, they might not let you leave until they've sucked you dry of all your knowledge. Their thirst for anything from the surface is insatiable, trust me. Oh, my name's Vosk. Nice to meet you. Oh, please don't take it the wrong way. I didn't mean you'd be in danger. They'd just be very excited to meet you. They're good people, just rather single-minded. Oh, no, I don't quite fit in. But I'm working on that. I've just had not much luck lately. Yes, ever since I was allowed to leave the ulcerate, which in my opinion should never have happened in the first place. I have no great purpose, no craving for knowledge, I just float around uselessly. I'm a complete disgrace of a reefbound. There must have been something wrong with my egg, but no one noticed. Well, just please don't laugh at me. I'm looking for the red floatlings. I heard they hatch in the wild. They swim around freely, soaking up all the knowledge that still floats in the sea. I know it sounds a bit silly, but Josephus told me. Well, I suppose I have to eat them? I haven't thought that far, to be honest. The point is, if I absorb their knowledge, maybe it'll spark a thirst for more in me. Or awaken a purpose. Anything, really. It can be a bit chaotic, that's true, but he sailed with the first crew. He's very old. I trust he probably knows what he's talking about. Really? Oh, that'd be amazing, thank you. I'll stay here then. You can search elsewhere, and I won't miss them if they come by here. Welcome back. Oh. May the current... Welcome back. Well, that's the problem. There's not much to tell. Most reefbounds I know have grand ambitions. They want to collect knowledge, to enter the archives, create something meaningful, do something important with their lives. And I've never had that kind of need. I'm faulty. Well, I like wandering around Sarras. It's very beautiful. I truly appreciate being hatched here. I suppose I'd like to see what's outside, but it's only a mild curiosity. I want to enjoy things, not to think about what I can get from them. On the surface, perhaps. Still, I find it hard to believe. Here, only the lowest creatures lead quiet lives, to be honest. No one demands ambition from a Finblade, although I've heard even some of them become possessed by it. You're expected to bring something to show off to the whole community. The more, the grander, the better. The fact that I'm here, not in the Ulcerate, means I've done all the growing I can. Sir Apps wouldn't have released me otherwise. I liked Sir Apps, you know. He used to tell me stories about when he sailed the seas. They were rather bloody and very fleshy in general, but I enjoyed listening to them. Well, yes. Not every day, but from time to time. He said it was because I listened without asking stupid questions. I wonder if he has anyone to tell his stories to now. May the current favor you. I'll settle for patience.
It's as gloomy here as in the Lord of the Depth's own backside. Amuse me. Give me your best knock-knock joke. Who's there? A god who? Nice try. Give me another. Armageddon who? Not bad. Not amazing. Try again. Spell who? A decent try, yet I find myself unmoved. One more try. Boo-hoo! Yeah, sorry, heard that one before. Have another go. This again? A god who? Yeah, I know. We call him the Lord of the Depths around here. So, what's the problem? Well, tough luck, buddy. A lot of us work dead-end jobs. I'm listening. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. La 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 la, I can't hear you. Good Lord, you maniac! What is your problem? I'm just a door, not a priest or whatever. Take that kind of thing elsewhere. What's your damn problem, God? What's there to say? Go. Just go.
A mortal? All the way down here? Oh, has the sea finally answered my prayers and sent me a savior? No, of course not. Don't say that. I don't share my kind's proclivity for human flesh. I find it quite revolting, to be honest. You have nothing to fear from me, I swear. My name is Enfys. A part of me is being held captive by a vicious scourge of the sea known as Charmer Glynn. His reach is wide, and his crew is large. He stole it. He stole my heart. And he decided to keep it for some nefarious reason. And as long as he holds it, I am at his mercy. Just a piece of it, but that's enough. I wasn't always this monster. I was once just a human girl. A girl who was betrayed by the one she loved. In despair, I threw myself into the sea. But instead of letting me rest, it gave me this life. This half-existence. Neither human nor Morgan. Without the remaining piece of my heart, I am nothing. I told you, didn't I? He stole it. Filled it with empty words and false promises. And then he broke it into pieces. The rest is scattered into the sea, lost forever, just as I had hoped to be. But one piece he still keeps, and it haunts me. He haunts me. He's like poison flowing in my very veins. Asking? He's a scoundrel and a rake, and I never want to see him again. Am I supposed to go begging for what is rightfully mine? Never! Besides, he's a known brute. He'd probably just kill me the moment he saw me. To my shame, yes. But it doesn't matter anymore. The past is the past. I only want to be free of him, once and for all. He's hurt me enough. He doesn't get to keep hurting me. Not anymore. Will you? Truly? Oh, thank you, thank you. I promise you won't regret it. Glyn has treasure in abundance. You can take whatever you like from his hoard. It would serve him right to lose everything all at once, just as I have.
Please, be careful when you approach the Kelpies. They're not used to your scent. You wouldn't want to startle them. I'm Ondira. I keep watch over these beautiful creatures. Oh no. Kelpies don't need shepherds. They manage just fine on their own. I am here because I love watching them. They're so majestic. So beautiful. So free. So unlike the rest of us in Sarras. In a way, we can roam the domain of the Lord of the Seas, of course, and my sisters and I are free to explore Avalon's shores. But still, I can't shake the feeling that we're caught in a net. There's nothing for us beyond the sea. Kelpies don't care about any of that. And that, to me, is what freedom truly is. They are everything you see, and everything you cannot perceive. They are the current and the wind on the sea's surface, the storm and the serene depths. They are all they choose to be, and they want for nothing more. They are happy. That is the Kelpie Shrine. They say it lends its strength to those who prove worthy and make the right sacrifice. But you cannot use it. Because the sacrifice it demands is Kelpie blood. And to get it, you would have to kill one. Do that, and you'd face not just the whole herd, but me as well. I've sworn to protect their peace, even if it costs me my life. You know the price now. Are you still willing to pay it? Of course. There is knowledge in all such things. You shouldn't hesitate to browse through what I have to offer. Most are nature's gifts, captured in vials. I expect something similar in trade. You'll always...
So you're the one who vanquished most of my crew. I didn't expect you to be so dry-skinned. I thought she'd seduce one of the scions, yet she went and found herself a landlubber. And all the way down here, too. She's always been resourceful, my envies. That's what they do, yes. Not much of a mind left in those conches. Doesn't matter. I'll have a new crew in no time. The dead are a dime a dozen down here. The sea always provides. Free her? Oh, that's rich. No. She'll never be free of me. Just as I'll never be free of her. After all, she's the one who made sure we'd always be bound to each other. Ah, Enfys. Always weaving her little webs. Once, she even had a girl cast out of the village in disgrace. And why? Over a silly rumor that she and I had stolen a few kisses behind the barn. Yeah, she's always had a vengeful streak. Vengeful and manipulative. No wonder the sea loved her as much as I did. Well, the world above was like a garden, full of flowers waiting to be picked. And yet Enfys was always the most alluring of them. The one I came back to every time. But amusingly enough, no. That time, the rumor wasn't even true. Doesn't it? Then perhaps Enfys has found herself the perfect fool. I never stole it. She gave it to me. Bitterly, but willingly. A piece of her heart, locked in a ring that once meant everything to us both. She may have thought I discarded it, but she was wrong. I know, and I'll give it to you. No need to kill me over it. Just like that. Truth be told, I've grown rather fond of this existence. I have my ship, a crew at my command. I'd rather not throw it all away over an old flame. Besides, those grudges have simmered long enough. It's time to let them go. Of course. And a great deal of it at that. I have centuries of tales to tell, but I doubt either of us wants to waste time on them. Ah, very well. I gave her this ring a long time ago, when we were about to be married. But fate intervened, and it never came to pass. Enfys gave the ring back, saying I'd always have a piece of her heart. She just didn't know how true that would turn out to be. I never parted with it, even after she pulled me beneath the waves. Yes, in the guise of an angry father who demanded I take responsibility for a girl who was not Enfys. I don't need to spell it out, do I? Enfys didn't take it well. She gave herself to the sea. Yet the sea loved her as I did, and claimed her as its own. Because it belongs to her, of course. And we belong to each other. She always wanted me to understand that. Now I finally do. The ring will help her get over our little tiff. It will give us ample time to build a new understanding. That's all I'm willing to say on the matter. Oh, I am glad. Come back when you succeed and we will celebrate. Run along now.
The sea brings you back to me. Yes? What is it? He gave it to you? Why? Really? After all these years? And you? Do you trust him? Do you think he's being truthful? It's been so long, I can hardly believe it. Well, perhaps he finally saw the error of his ways. Perhaps, once I'm whole again, I'll go see for myself. Finally sink my claws into someone's flesh and truly enjoy it. You may go, mortal. I need to... What is happening? My head, it's... No! Stop it! I won't let you! I need to go to Glyn, so we can be together forever. Just as I wanted. Just as was promised. Just as was promised. You'll regret this, fish brain. You can't hold me forever.
Oh, darling, I don't plan to. All we need is time, and we can be together again, just like before. After all, fate itself bound us.
You've lost your mind. Like before? When you lied to me and chased every skirt you saw?
Then you'll be pleased to know that down here at the bottom of the sea, there isn't a single skirt left for me to chase.
Gods, you're insufferable.
And yet I'm not the one sitting in a cage. Ah, there you are. How wonderful to see you again. Don't mind Enfys, she'll come around. In time. And time, well, that's something we both have plenty of. Ah, yes. I wove a little spell into the ring you delivered. It bound us together and, for a while, made her quite fond of me. But she's a Morgan. I knew a thrall wouldn't last. So I prepared a precaution. So we could talk without her claws raking across my face. Nonsense! We could still have a future. Different, perhaps, than we once planned, but a future all the same. I'm sure it can all work out. And if Enfys didn't want that, she shouldn't have dragged me into the sea the first chance she had. If you kill me now, Enfys will die with me. Her heart is bound to mine. Completely and truly. Are you sure you want that? Then I suggest you leave. Here, catch. You've earned a reward after all. Now go. Enfys and I have much to discuss. She hisses and spits.
A toplander in my home? Oh, now that's an honor. Still, I'll have to ask you to leave my humble place. I'm not worthy to speak with someone like you. What you're saying is very kind. I haven't had much kindness from the higher beings. So, how can old Saltjaw help you? Ah, this one? Oh, it's nothing special. I dug it out of the sand. I watched over it for 3 days and 3 nights, waiting to see if the creature that laid it will come back. But that didn't happen, and the water temperature was dropping, so I took it home. Oh, no, please. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. I've been taking good care of it, and Breath already has so many eggs to look after. It's just 1 egg. It might not even hatch. That happens sometimes, but it means so much to me. Please, don't take it away, Toplander. You're right. I can't be sure this little one will ever love or respect me, but I won't know unless I try. If it's just the numbers he's worried about, you can give him this egg. I made a replica to put on the bedding, but I heard a noise that scared me off. Then I thought, when the little one hatches, this egg would remind it where it came from. But if Brant's life depends on it, even if we don't get along, I can give it to him. Well, to you, really, for your understanding and kindness of heart. I don't have much, but please take this armor design made from local resources. It's a common thing down here, but I'm sure you'll fetch a good price for it on the surface. I don't know how to thank you.
Oh ho ho. Now, here's a creature I haven't seen in all my years. No fins, no scales. You look heavy, like even the strongest current couldn't carry you off. I don't want to sound rude, but would you mind telling me what you are? The surface, you say. Now, that's a long way up from here, isn't it? Too far for these old bones to ever reach. Well, it's good that you made the trip, eh? That way I can meet someone from the surface without moving an inch. They call your kind, toplanders, yes? My name's Mo. It's awfully nice to meet you. I live here. It's a nice place. Peaceful. And when I've got time, I go listen to the rift. It calls to me sometimes. Ha! I know what you're thinking. Ah, that old reef-bound must be going soft in the head in his old age. But I'm not. I swear it's true. You can see for yourself, or rather, hear. I'm not really, no. It sounds like a woman's voice. I once tried peeking down, but I couldn't see a thing. And then I just stopped wondering about it, you know? The voice, it sings to me sometimes. It's so beautiful. It's hard to stop listening. Good thing it takes a break from time to time. Well, I'm not stopping you. I hope you catch it singing. It's well worth it. Just don't fall in.
Who goes there? Are you here for the song? Always, always the song. Only the song. But the song is running out, you know. With every little note, there's less and less. And then what will be left? Silence. Sweet and blessed and empty. Just like Mo. Why, I am the song. Don't you know me? Don't you crave me? Everyone does up there. It's why I'm here. And they listen, and listen, and listen, and listen. They love my sorrow. Love it enough to drown in it. They trapped me. Like when a melody gets trapped in your head. It can't do anything but rattle helplessly inside the bones of your skull, and then slowly, slowly fade into nothingness. I once had a strong tail, shimmering scales, but none of it mattered. They cared only for my voice. Mo cast a net. Mo bound me, He wasn't satisfied with just listening to the song. He needed to own it. And now he owns nothing. He is hollow. A vessel for the song. Just like me. You know him now, but he won't know you tomorrow. Or the next day. Whenever he comes to listen. I am so hungry. The scraps of his mind aren't even tasty, you know. But they're all I get. For him, for the others, sing, sing, sing. Always sing. Songs of sorrow. Songs of rage. Yet they didn't care. They gorged themselves on those songs all the same, until nothing was left but what I gave them. And when they could consume no more, they began consuming themselves. They too have faded away. Except Mo. But he will get there. We both will. He doesn't give me anything else. I'd rather have an arm, thank you very much. Or a juicy, tasty leg. But no. A song doesn't get to eat. Only to harvest what it can reach. His mind is mine. It has been ever since he gave himself to the song completely. The memories are not much. Barely enough to keep me from fading away. I coil them into a tiny, shimmering ball inside me, and slowly suck the life from them. But they're still there, tingling a little. They will fade with me when the time comes. Not as long as Mo and I are intertwined. I have his mind. He has my everything. He swallowed the song, and it moves within him. It is his thieving flesh I need. No one else's. Oh, how sweetly you sing to me. You are the sweetest dream that's come to me. I can see that now. Please, never end, my sweet. I haven't dreamt of freedom for so long. I thought I'd forgotten the melody of it.
Oh, you again. Come to listen to an old fool's babble. Not really. It's just me out here. Peaceful, quiet, nobody to bother me. Ah, it does, doesn't it? I suppose someone must have lived here before me. I just don't remember who. I've been alone for as long as I can recall, which, well, isn't saying much these days. Me? I haven't trapped anyone in the rift. I wouldn't. I love that voice. I can't believe I could ever make it suffer. If there really is a Morgan in there, we should help her, shouldn't we? We can't just let her waste away. Die? But I don't want to die. I like it here. I am sorry, but I don't even know her. Even if what you're saying is true, and I really was the one to trap her, I don't remember doing it. No, please, no.
It smells so heady, so amazing. Please, please don't look. Don't look! I feel like more flesh brings back flesh. Bone brings back bone. I'd forgotten how it felt not to be empty, not to gnaw on myself. Thank you, little dream. Thank you for not letting me fade. I will leave this place. Then I will swim and swim and swim. Then I will hunt, or I will look for my sisters and pray never to wake up. Regret is life's most common flavor. I don't know you, little dream. I don't know what makes your flesh taste bitter, but I will think of you often. Perhaps that will be enough. I don't have much. I barely have myself back. But take this, please. I once wore it with pride. It's a bit tarnished now, but well, so am I. Farewell, little dream. Perhaps we will see each other again.
What does a toplander want here? I have a job to do, and I'm not accepting visitors. I'm guarding the prisoners. Because they are wrongdoers. They wronged the community, so now they boil. They are thieves. We don't tolerate murderers or thieves. So, they boil. Cages and walls are the ways of the surface. Deep dwellers have their own ways. Boiling is punishment for wrongdoers, and a warning to others. A very effective warning. That's why we have order. Go on your way, Toplander.
I've done a lot of stupid things in my life, but even I'm not dumb enough to steal eggs.
Let's go, boss. Eat all.
Toplander in Sarras. I never thought I'd see another of your kind down here. I'm Sarras, a musician. At least that's how I like to think of myself. They looked similar enough, although they had been somewhat altered by the magics of our Sarras, or by the grace of the Lord of the Depths. Depends who you ask. You should know that I'm old, very old, even by the standards of this place. I remember the first sailors when they were still quite human. I hatched so long ago. I watched the Ulcerate rise. I've been wondering about that myself. I like to think my music has something to do with it. I've seen many fights in my time, and I've fought in quite a few. Then one day I decided to do everything I could to never witness violence again. Maybe that wish is reflected in the tune I play. At least that's what I hope. I'm fairly content with what I have. But since you asked, are you interested in the rule of reciprocity? You do something for me, and I'll repay you with the knowledge of calming sea creatures. It is. Especially if you plan on walking near the Ulcerate. All right then. You can help me. Share your knowledge, and I'll give you a melody that will help you tame my restless brothers. Bring me instruments from the surface. One of each kind. Modify them so that I can use them, and I'll repay you with my knowledge. There's a shipwreck nearby. You'll find what you need there. I see. The more I speak, the more I reveal myself. You're right. I've seen much. I'm an old reefbound, as I said. It is true, I wasn't always a musician. Once I was a warrior, one of the first made in Sarras. I served under Captain Lear himself. What do you want to know? Knowledge of Sarras runs as deep as the oceans it sits in. The beings who live here. I don't like to split us into those more or less important. Though if you must know who shapes Sarras, it's Captain Lear and Lady Nimue. Something tells me you'll meet them along the way. No Toplander comes to us by accident. Lying, especially to the barnacles. Lies poison knowledge. It's the worst sin you can commit here. That doesn't mean no one lies here, of course. All the more reason you should avoid it. Hope, betrayal, and a promise. Forgive the poetic turn of phrase, but after so many years of quiet solitude, those are the conclusions I've reached. Hope is the glue of our society. The hope that Sarras will endure. Betrayal because Captain Lear and Lady Nimue had to endure it for Sarras to be born. That's their tale to tell. And a promise of endless life. Sarras is a place without death. When we die, our bodies feed our brethren. That way, we never truly leave Sarras. I don't know what he is now. I only know who he was when we fought side by side. He was a rare kind of fighter, fierce, relentless. He knew no mercy, for he had never seen it on the surface. But he was fair in his judgments, at least for a time. This place was made by power from the surface, but it is not part of it. You Toplanders like to think of yourselves as individuals, each unique. We are different. We find joy in our community and think as one. When the strength of a single will meets the strength of the whole, not every mind can manage it. And Lear never fused with Sarras the way the rest of his crew did. That is why Lady Nimue put the captain to sleep, and only the sound of the organ can wake him. It is now, because that's what Lear made it. With the help of the first generation of the Lord of the Depth's children, of whom I am the last. But before we made Sarras livable, we shed the blood of those who were here before us. I think as a Toplander from Avalon, you know what I mean. And you think flattery will get you lessons from me? I enjoy talking to you, Toplander, but I promised myself I would not raise my hand to spill blood again, even if it is not my hand. Our Sarras still holds many surprises for you, kind Toplander. Of that I have no doubt. Do you know where tide wraiths come from? No, they are not. They are remnants of those who lived here long before Lear and his crew claimed these depths. They are creations of flora, not fauna. They begin as shapeless growths, feeding on what's dead and drifting. As they mature, they start to hunt and absorb the traits of their prey. In time, their final and most aggressive form resembles my own kind, at least from a distance. That's quite possible. Perhaps the creature's last victim was someone obsessed with Anwen. Or perhaps Anwen herself loved her own reflection so deeply that the Tide Wraith's simple mind couldn't tell the difference. It kept her remains, as the real Anwen would have done. Only those who love themselves beyond measure are jealous of their own bodies even after death. Hoarding what should return to the sea, rather than sharing it with their kin and closing the circle of life. Go with calm waters, Toplander.
what's the worst thing about being a giant mouth everyone wants to walk through? Everyone's so damn servile and polite. Insult me for a change. Then I'll open up. Good one! Good one! Granted, our Lord lays eggs since under the surface, breeding works differently. But hey, you tried. And that was still more interesting than anything else I've heard so far. Step right in.
Don't delay in bringing me the egg. I'd rather not face difficult questions. Oh, my little egg! I've been so worried. The bad people didn't hurt you, did they? Where did you find it? Did you bring justice to the thieves? What? This... Oh, I think I see what you mean. Well, I won't lie. Despite our best efforts, not every egg hatches. This is a solution, though not a perfect one. But wait, I recognize Saltjaw's work. He may be a decent smith, but he's a pitiful scourge who's been trying to get an egg from me for ages. You thought I wouldn't notice what you two were playing at? How dare you take that primitive side instead of mine? And to think I was ready to pay you. You can't treat me like this. Who do you think you are? You're just a toplander. Even a stupid Finbled knows better than you how to survive down here. Intelligent creatures don't attack you out of curiosity. But you know what? You've just lost my interest. I won't let you humiliate me any further.
Welcome to my home. What can I do for you today? Well, no one can say we didn't try to save him. I didn't like the bastard, but I never wanted him dead. But if he'd rather drown in his pride, that was his choice. Just know that the egg is safe with me. Its color has been changing, so it should hatch any day now. Welcome to... That I can do. Take a look around. May I let...
Oh, you're back. Do you need anything? I'm fine. Just a little bit disillusioned, I suppose. No. I threw it all away. The more you told me, the more disgusted I became with it. In the end, I couldn't even look at those items, afraid of what new horror they might reveal. I always imagined life on the surface as something grand, glamorous, full of joy, bathed in golden light. Now it just seems dirty. You're right. The depths and their denizens are a perfect example. So much here is as beautiful as it is deadly. I suppose, when you're surrounded by beauty, after a while it becomes invisible, mundane, until someone like you comes along and puts it in a different light. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the knowledge you shared. It means more to me now than I ever imagined. Oh, would you like to see what I made? The sea is... If you get... It's you! My... What? I never thought he'd be stupid enough to actually go after someone like you. Deep Dweller's word. And may the Lord of the Depths swallow me whole if I'm lying. I mean, I knew what Krolfin was up to. We worked together, but you already know that. As long as we were processing those who'd fallen to their strongest kin, it was all perfectly fine. But then Apps started whining there wasn't enough food for the younglings. And Krolfin came up with that brilliant plan to lure in our more gullible folk. I never supported it. It goes against those fundamental dietary values I told you about. How kind of you. I'm not used to this sort of teasing. But I'm glad you don't hold it against me. That's how friends behave on the surface, isn't it? Honest and forgiving. Yes, yes. So let me repay your kindness. Here, take this. My most precious treasure. And again, I'm terribly sorry, Toplander. He's a slippery bastard. Well, everything is slippery here, but you know what I mean. But no one else will tell you that to your face. Everyone is afraid of him, because he collects knowledge. Maybe one day he'll have enough to be let into the archive. And when that day comes, the whole village will breathe easier. Once you get into the archive, you never want to leave. So I wish him luck. Even if he is not exactly my favorite person. Oh, no. Take...
My friend, it's nice to see you again. Oh, perfect. This will make a wonderful power source for my machine. If I'm right, I'll soon find out what lies beyond the sky of roots. Isn't that exciting? Escape? Not at all. This is my calling. It's the Lord of the Depths who calls me to him. And I'm merely answering. Would he have given me this desire to reach the great deep if I weren't meant to follow it? It's my purpose, my destiny. That's why I built this machine. And thanks to you, I now have the final piece to set it in motion. Maybe I am. And what's wrong with that? Have you seen this place? Have you been to the Ulcerate? It's cruel. Nothing but struggle, death, and a pointless chase after knowledge we'll never truly grasp. And do you know why? Because we're damned deep dwellers, that's why. Our minds will never comprehend the great deep, let alone all knowledge. That's why I want to leave. To experience something more than this wretched, suffocating world. My sister. She does well enough here, but yes, she has doubts. But she also hopes for change. And you're a sign of change, aren't you? Maybe your arrival means I don't have to leave after all. Maybe the choice you make when your journey ends will change Sarras for the better. All right, I'll stay and see what happens next. I'll talk to Waste. If nothing changes, we'll leave together, and neither of us will be alone. Thank you for speaking with me, Toplander. It gave me a lot to think about, and reassured me that I'm making the right decision. Here, take the design I promised you for bringing me the essence. And if you ever feel like watching the sky of roots together, you know where to find me.
You will not enter an... What is it, Toplander? Most of the villagers speak very highly of you, that is true. It is clear you have taken my words to heart. Yet, one of them has come to me accusing you of a crime against knowledge. It is not an accusation to take lightly, Toplander. If proven, it warrants exile from our community. You are accused of being deliberately misleading when sharing your knowledge. That I cannot tell you. I am sworn to secrecy. I do not know your character well, Toplander. You might be prone to anger, thirsty for revenge. I would rather avoid senseless bloodshed. No, not unless you prove your innocence. I am sorry, Toplander, but such is the law of this land. There is only one way to clear your name beyond any doubt. You need to stand before the barnacles speaking of lies. They will judge whether the accusation has merit, and their word cannot be contested. But beware, Toplander. Those whom the barnacles judge liars meet a tragic end. Then you will return safely, and I will allow you entry to the archive. You should know by now that knowledge and truth carry special weight here. The barnacles are the only beings who can tell whether those principles were broken. They are both feared and valued. Show them respect, whatever their form. Good. I will await your return, Toplander. That is, if you make it back.
Toplander approaches.
Two of them, even.
A big one, hidden inside a smaller one. How odd. How unusual.
Have you come for judgment, Toplanders?
Give us all your lies. And all your truths.
We can tell which is which, though you may not like what we say.
We are the barnacles, speaking of lies. We know all the lies, the small ones.
I didn't have time. Of course I remember. No, I don't mind.
And the big ones. You're the only one that matters. Everything will be alright. It wasn't my fault.
Your steps are heavy, weighted, weary, old.
And you are full of lies.
Lies told to others. And many, oh so many, told to yourself. Too many lies for one small Toplander.
We have a piece of advice for you, big Toplander.
You can say them until your voice is hoarse, and the words taste like ashes of what they once were. Yet, they will never become truth.
Oh, the Toplanders wish to know our credentials.
How amusing. Very well.
We come from the primordial depths.
We emerged from a darkness so absolute it became luminous.
We drank our knowledge from the bones of the world.
We sucked them dry of all their gentlest matter until they rang hollow.
They still do. Not that you can tell.
And now we're here, ready for your judgment.
Satisfied? Oh, that is very easy.
Be born with the world.
Slip your tendrils into its every crevice.
Grow 1,000 eyes to peek into its most jealously guarded secrets.
Soak up every word ever spoken.
Thought.
Felt.
And you'll learn how to tell the truth from a lie in no time.
Oh, we know. We know.
Brought by none other than the shell named Hiss.
Ah, the shell named Envy.
The shell named Greed.
But an accusation is an accusation, and it must be considered.
You told Hiss you were a traveler and an adventurer. Yet even he could tell that that is not all you are. So can we.
That is truth, yet a muddled one. Quietly rotting along the edges.
It smells of an untruth.
With time, it withers into a lie.
All of Shell named Hiss is contained in the name he gave you. He believes in equal exchange.
Yet you gave him only half of what you are. guess so.
Ignorance often breeds discontent, even in creatures who wear it with pride.
Still, we remain wary of you, Toplanders.
You use the words you are given in ways that suit you.
Put their weight on others, then toss them aside until they disappear into nothingness.
We will pass no judgment on this matter. You may both walk freely.
But pray that unkind fate never brings you to stand before us again. No need, Toplanders. No need.
This is not the end, only an end.
What goes up must come down, after all.
You'd know something about that, wouldn't you, big Toplander?
You who bury your truths down, down, down. Pesky little things. If only they stayed where you put them.
But no, they crawl back up from their waterlogged graves, sink their claws into you, and try to drag you back down with them.
Perhaps you should let them. Have you thought of that? Maybe then you'd finally learn something. Leave us now, Toplanders. We are done with you.
You spoke to the barnacles and came back in one piece. That means you've proven your innocence beyond any doubt. I admit, I'm glad that's the case. All important news in Sarras is carried everywhere by the currents. And no small amount of gossip, too. Thank you for your honesty, Toplander. The Barnacles are the final jury in such matters. If they cannot pass judgment, your knowledge lies beyond even their understanding. If anything, that only strengthens my decision that you are worthy of entry. You may go in. The door will remain open to you, and only you. It is an honor I grant with a glad heart. Topland. It is a tricky situation. Ignorance is frowned upon here, but it is not a crime. You possess far greater knowledge than he does, and that works in his favor. He will likely claim he was too hasty in his judgment. On the other hand, he must admit his ignorance, which will wound his pride. I am afraid some social ostracism is all you can expect. No one truly knows. They are at least as old as Sarras, perhaps older. Some suspect they were shaped by the Lord of the Depths himself. No matter how much knowledge we gather, I'm afraid some answers will remain beyond our reach. Go with the current, Toplander.
No idle chit-chat. I know who you are, and I know what you wish me to do. But I cannot do it while the place I am bound to keep is sinking into chaos. All this is your doing, so let us skip the pleasantries. I have neither the time nor the wish for courtesy in these circumstances. Your assumption is accurate. First you help me, then you may ask, and I shall judge the outcome of your actions. Then and only then will you have my answer. I need the chaos you've brought here to finally settle. This is a matter of the highest importance. But before you begin restoring order, you must be ready to leave the world you know behind. You can't be distracted by unfinished business. You must enter my after images with a clear mind. That is understandable, considering that the world as we know it might change when you walk out of the after images. But do not delay. The archive must be brought back to order. Tell me the moment you are ready. Here you are, Toplander. They are places tainted by chaos. Places that must be set back in order. Visions of the past, the present, and the future. What has already happened, what is happening now, and what was meant to happen. They were entrusted to me by the Lord of the Seas himself. Your arrival has changed the after images. They now show new things, different things. The knowledge I had gathered through them has become useless. This is unacceptable. I know who sent you to me, Toplander, and I know about your mission, but you cannot demand anything of me until you help me bring order to the chaos that followed your arrival. Ask them. I never refuse knowledge to those I have allowed into my presence. Ah, my archive. It is extraordinary. I am certain it is the only one in all the known and unknown universe. Here, knowledge gathers about everything you might wish to know, and much you might wish you didn't. I am but a humble servant of the Lord of the Seas. I oversee the knowledge stored within the archive, but to know it fully is impossible. Here you will find everything. That is why you must always know what it is you seek. I was chosen and anointed by him. He came to me when my spirit was wandering aimlessly, searching for knowledge. He showed me the truth about everything. About Avalon, its people, King Arthur, the weirdness. Now I know that the island I once thought was my whole world is but a small ripple in the untamable current of time. Nothing human should concern me anymore. Not after what the Lord has shown me. In theory, yes. But the truth is, well, you will see it for yourself when you enter the after images and begin restoring order. Every gesture, yours or those of the creatures you meet, shapes destiny. You may even begin to question whether destiny exists at all, when there are so many variables and endless possibilities. That was not my decision, although I know they think otherwise. I suspect it was Rueko's idea to tell them that entry is granted only after gathering enough knowledge. I suppose she wished to spare her kin from certain death, while still urging them to grow. I am not capable of such multifaceted thinking for the sake of lesser creatures. I carry too much knowledge to trouble myself with worldly concerns. Ask. Are you certain? Remember, you must enter my after images with a clear mind. There will be no room for distractions, nor for unfinished business. The world as you know it may change forever. Finally, then I will open the door and let you face everything the after images have to offer. While you are there, I must remain in meditation, so the disturbance will not spread further as you meddle with it. I will know when you are done. When you return, we shall speak of your mission. May your mind remain ever pure and supple.